Hey guys, how you doing? Austin here with another stock prediction, stock update video, and really just bringing you some new news related to one of my favorite stocks. It's a stock that I own, NIO. Huge fan. Really, can't say anything but love them. Doing well. Obviously, have been a little bit of highs, a little bit of lows related to kind of what stock's done, and a little bit with the NASDAQ and everything it did. But today we're going to bring you two pieces of information that if you're a NIO stockholder, you should be like, yeah, this is awesome. And I think, again, I'm extremely bullish on this stock. I think that NIO is just going to continue to go up and up and up as one of the three main players in the Chinese EV marketplace. I think that they're absolutely poised to just continue to just do very, very, very well. Stock's currently trading at around $39. It's down just about 4.86% today. And overall, though, I think this stock will continue to go up. I think that there's tremendous upside. I think it's at least a $50, $60 stock within 12 months, if not higher. So again, I own this stock. I'm a fan. And so I wanted to bring you this information today. If you're thinking about buying NIO, the information that I'm going to give you is going to really probably solidify that thought and look at whether or not you should get into it as well. And yeah, it's a really cool stock, and here we go. We're going to do that in a minute. Before we do that, as you know, this video is for entertainment purposes only. And if you're new here, you've never seen me before, please consider subscribing, become part of my community. I'm here every single day for you, making you these videos, bringing you updates on existing videos that I've already done, existing companies. I've already done a video on NIO 2-3+ weeks ago, but I felt like it was time to come back and visit it, as well as the other Chinese manufacturers, Li, Xpeng. I'll be doing those guys as well. And yeah, just drop a like on the video if you would. It helps the video out, helps my channel out. If you get value, and that is my sole goal, is to help you navigate these waters and bring you information that you may not be aware of, so that if you're an existing buyer, you want to add to your position, if you're somebody thinking about getting into it, this is a good one. You should be in this one. With all that said, let's get into it. Okay, so as I said, NIO is currently trading today at $39.18, down about a little under 5%. NASDAQ's down just a little bit today, so we're having a kind of a down day, down negative 64. Yeah, so there you go. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to jump straight to the heart of this. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know this, they are rated as a strong buy, so which is really cool. Okay, let's jump over and look at what we've got going on here. So the first thing I want to show you is the fact that, I don't know if you're aware of this, is that NIO basically signed a very big deal with the Chinese government. Number one, let's just lay these cards on the table, right? NIO, Xpeng, Li are all Chinese EV manufacturers. Don't you believe that the Chinese government is going to do everything they can to, number one, propagate and expand the use of EV products in their marketplace? Yes, absolutely. Number two, do you think that they're going to help Chinese companies before they're going to help any other companies like the Teslas of the world or whatever? I'm not bashing Tesla. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just simply asking a fact, right? Asking a question that is a fact. You bet the Chinese government is going to help their own before they help anybody else. So NIO, Xpeng, and Li all stand poised to greatly benefit from that scenario of the Chinese government. And so this is a perfect example of that, where NIO has signed a big deal with the Chinese government. Okay, so real quickly, as you know, the NIO stock is explosive. It's just, their numbers look great. The stock has just been going up and up and up. Well, if you didn't know this, that the Chinese innovator is showing its innovative prowess through expansion of its battery swapping stations. Okay, so this tech further differs the company from its counterparts across the Pacific, Tesla and Lucid. Okay, here we go. The swapping stations. That's why I color these different, by the way, so you can kind of follow me as I go through these different points. The swapping stations have allowed NIO drivers to pull up to a swapping station, throw a new battery into their vehicle, and drive off in minutes. How convenient is that, right? Not only has it cut down the charging time, but has also allowed the company to offer its cars without batteries Actually, this was really impressive to me. I'm a NIO stockholder, and I wasn't quite aware of this little scenario. So they can sell a car without a battery. Thus, this saves new customers around $10,000 on the vehicle sticker price. Well, guess what's happening? If they can sell their cars effectively cheaper than their competitors, most people are going to look at it from a pure cost standpoint. They're going to go, well, I can buy a NIO over there, and I save $10,000 on not having to put a battery, or effectively, without the battery. Oh, by the way, they got swapping stations where they make it really easy for me to pull up, get a new, drop off a battery, put a new one in, and I'm off and running. Oh, thirdly, it's cutting down on charging time. All three of these things are massive benefits related to NIO, and the opportunities that they give to their customers, ultimately to us as stockholders, creates a really nice competitive differentiator for the stock, and the stock just goes up because the company's doing really, really, really well, right? Okay, so I really wanted to bring that home. There's a lot there. This is a real simple little paragraph, but there's a lot of moving parts in that paragraph, all benefiting NIO's customers, which ultimately helps them in the market, helps them to expand, helps them to sell more cars because of the lower cost, the convenience factor, all that adds up from a NIO customer standpoint, which helps us as NIO as stock investors. Okay, so the battery swapping stations launched back in 2014 found great success for their convenience to the user. Now the company is seeing its tech expand further in China thanks to this agreement between the manufacturer and the states. Okay, so NIO signed this agreement with state-owned infrastructure company last week. The agreement will greatly expand the number of battery swapping stations in Beijing, the largest city in China and the nation's capital. The project emphasizes not just the expansion of the stations, but increased promotion of EV vehicles by the government. Okay, again, a lot being said in that one little paragraph, right? Number one, they signed this deal with a state-owned infrastructure company just for Beijing, by the way. And obviously, it's going to grow and get bigger outside of that as the deal moves forward. And secondly, this is very pointedly saying that the government is investing in the EV space as a whole, but also in the expansion of these battery charging swapping stations, right? And they're giving NIO this opportunity to just continue to expand that footprint, right? And so that's really, really, really impressive. So the stations are going to be implemented along the Beijing Capital Ring Expressway. Okay, so here's what it means to the stock, right? I think, again, it's great for an already booming NIO stock. Again, I'm even thinking about adding to my positions as long as we continue to kind of dip a little bit. Remember, we're currently trading in the $39 range. If I see any dips, continued dips, maybe down to 36, 35 or whatever, I'm probably going to do some dollar cost averaging and kind of try to lower my overall cost, things like that. Okay, but really what you need to understand is that ultimately as investors, we're looking for what is the company moving, what are they doing, what are some strides that they're making. This is a massive one, guys. It's massive. And I'll always bring you back to the fact that the Chinese government is going to help their own NIO, Li, Xpeng. They're absolutely going to help them, okay? And so this is a perfect prime example of that. NIO is going to benefit greatly. Okay, so this agreement obviously is already helping. There's another partnership potentially on the horizon. I wanted to make you aware of this, okay? So it's a between NIO and the company Sinopec Shanghai Petrochemical, okay? Called ticker symbol SHI. Here you go. This partnership could bring the battery swapping facilities into even further popularity by placing them within gas stations, okay? So right now, this particular deal is for these battery swapping stations, but this deal with Sinopec could expand the footprint, meaning the footprint for NIO, to put these battery swapping facilities, I apologize, into even further, expand it further, right, into gas stations and things like that, okay? So that's the first piece of news, big piece of news, obviously greatly benefiting NIO stock investors. Stock's going to continue to go up. Absolutely cool. Thirdly, NIO, I just wanted to show you some numbers if you didn't, or if you weren't aware. So it had a bumper 2020 with deliveries in excess of 43,000 cars, more than double the total number of deliveries in 2019. They continue to expand their revenues, improve cost metrics. In 2020, NIO is expected to pick up from where it left off with 2020. In 21, it's expected to pick up where it left off from 2020 with even stronger delivery numbers. Recently, NIO reported its Q4 and posted revenue growth of well over 130% on a year-over-year basis, and its vehicle deliveries were roughly 17,000 for the quarter, too, representing a significant increase from the prior year period, and the cherry on top, strong margins in excess of 17%. Okay, 2021 should be another strong year for the company, especially based on the January deliveries, which grew 325% year over year. Obviously, NIO has built a tremendous brand in the overall marketplace. So a few final thoughts here, and I'm going to keep it short and sweet. NIO is just going to continue to burn it up. I think they're going to continue to go up. They're doing all the right things. They are obviously one of the major leaders in the Chinese EV space. They're poised to benefit from the Chinese government helping their own from an EV manufacturer. The Chinese government is saying, "Hey, we firmly believe strongly in the EV market space as a general marketplace." They're going to continue to invest in this company. There's really nothing bad. I don't have anything bad here to say. I mean, they're killing their numbers. It's just the stocks can continue to go up. I think we're easily a $50 stock by the end of the year, and if not higher, 60, 70 is not unheard of. I mean, this is a 30, 40+% stock that could go up, and I feel real good about this one. And obviously, with these pieces of information, even more so, I'll continue to bring you these news updates as I see them. And if you're not already in NIO, you might want to think about it. I would tell you, just because it's trading, it's trading up, doesn't mean you shouldn't get into it, right? There's that old adage of, and when a stock is hot and it's trading up high, that means it's probably going to continue to get higher because everybody's happy and everybody's moving forward. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.